So this is just a very brief demo video of the app as it is, what I've done thus far. So let me share this with you. If you download the Preview Your App from the link that I sent on the email, once you've downloaded it, then you'll basically get to this screen. Just click, it says tap to play, just click OK. And then in the email address, just simply put TriYoga, leave the password blank, hit next and go, and then you'll be taken to what I've done so far. So you can see I've taken your logo. This home screen, you can change anything on here. We can actually put pictures on here that scroll across. We can change these. I've just put round buttons on here right now. I did take this shape and made it into, but it looks a little bit, I wasn't quite sure. We can change that if that's something you think would be best. So to give you an overview, so you've got the main navigation here, then you have a button here, More, which takes you to a bunch of other tabs. You can have this navigation down the side on the left, down the side on the right, or at the top. Most apps seem to have it at the bottom. It just looks kind of right. So if I just run you through this very briefly, you have a Contact Us tab. Here I've put a list of all of your studios. So if you click on Chelsea, as an example, you'll be taken to the map of where Chelsea actually is. So that's the address. Call Us will call the studio directly, whatever number we put in there. Website, at the moment, I've just put in the website for actually with the link to Chelsea directly. And then Email Us will take you directly. At the moment, I've put in my own email address into the to field, but you can put that to the studio's email address directly, or whatever email you prefer. And your clients will be able to email you directly from their own email. If they hit that button, it will take you to the mapping software on the phone, and it will enable them to be directed to your studio from where they are at that point. So really, really cool. Again, this is just all the different, so that's the Primrose Hill address and so forth. So a nice feature. Timetable, this is where, if you like this, then we can implement this properly. At the moment, all I've done is link it to your Mind Body Online class schedule. What this will do, we can have this implemented where you'll have your username and password, a nice box, and your clients will be able to go ahead and book, cancel and amend sessions all on the app as they go on the go. So really, really good for your customers. They could be at work and they could be thinking, my God, I'm stressed out and I'd love to have a session tonight. Is there any availability tonight and where can I go? They can check straight away and book. So nice and slick. Event would be any event you might have going on. We could put a list of all your classes on here, or you can have like any kind of specific events you've got, anything at all. This little icon enables them to add this directly to their calendar. So again, a nice little feature that's very user-friendly for the customer. Make sure they don't forget anything. Again, you can put all of this, can change I just added this picture in, any of this text can change. We can change the colors, the font style. This gives you an indication of what's possible. This is one of my other clients. So basically you can put all the postures in here if you like. So an example, you can put a header on there, pictures. Again, all of this can change in terms of descriptions, colors, all this stuff. Then the main key features after that is really loyalty and rewards. So looking after your existing customers. There's 3 types of rewards. One is a QR code. The second is GPS. And the third is like a stamp you'd get in Cafe Nero. You can do all 3 or any one or combination. So if I go to rewards here, this is the QR coupon. So a QR coupon would be that square box. So you can have this behind the counter of reception. You can do things like put this on a newsletter and let your customers redeem a special offer that you may do subject to them reading the newsletter. So it's an incentive for them to sign up to the newsletter as well. So right on here, I've done test example, book 10 sessions, get the 11th on Earth, buy 5 hot drinks, get the 6th on Earth. All they would do, literally, once they're there, they'd hit that and you'd have the big nice coupon behind the counter. They scan it, it takes literally a couple of seconds. It's so quick and easy. Alternatively, rewards via GPS, a bit like Foursquare. They'd need to be there, and then you'd hit check in. So like now, you'll say I'm not there, so I can't redeem it. I'm not either in the States, just so. But yeah, so that gives you that example. And then loyalty. This is a stamp. So a bit like Caffè Nero, you have these little boxes. Stamp the card. I've just put a very simple stamp 1111, and you'll see it just highlights a stamp. Upon the 10th, it will then say redeem. So really quite easy. News. I've just put in. This is linked to Google and to Twitter, and it will just bring up any news on yoga. Gallery. Simply the pictures that I've just taken this off your website right now. So these are kind of the pictures. We can put anything on here. Comment wall. This is a wall. If you don't have to have any of these, but you can as well. This literally is any comments that your customers might be saying about you. They can add it onto here. Yeah. Social media would link up to your social media channels. So YouTube, not YouTube. Your website, Facebook, and Twitter. YouTube is linked to any specific YouTube channels. I've linked it to just a yoga one right now. You don't have to have this, but it is quite a cool thing. Newsletter lets people sign up directly to newsletter on the app. Nice and simple. Where there's a bunch of fun features that we can integrate, which are cool. Some is if people do park and drive. Literally, if they decide to park and they are not anywhere near the studio and they don't park in the usual spot, they can just hit set, and then they go to the studio, and then to remind them where they park their car, they bring this back up, and it will take them directly back to the car. Quite a nice little fun feature. Messages. So the big piece for marketing with the apps is something called push notifications. These appear as a text on their phone. Very simply, you can send out I will give you a dashboard, and then you can send out as many messages as you like, whenever you like, which you can also push directly to your Facebook and Twitter accounts. Again, as I said, it will appear as a text on their phone. Those messages can be anything from things like new events that's happening, a new session that you've introduced, or indeed if a session has been cancelled and you want people to be aware of that. But all of those messages, once they've seen the messages, they will always be stored in here, so they can refer back to them. And email. This is actually a different version of an email. It's a form, so we can introduce any types of forms. You can also do things like buy products on here, but I think the main thing would be this clients being able to book, amend, and cancel sessions on the go. That's the kind of main thing. So yeah, so we can add loads more or take out some. Let me know if you have any questions. Maybe we should. I can give you some different examples. Yeah, I look forward to speaking to you.